Underbrink here with Cash for College, serving students throughout this beautiful country from coast to coast. All right, early action applicants, is it worth it? Absolutely. It is an enormous advantage to apply early. And what does early mean? Well, it depends on the university. And there are some who have early action deadlines that are in mid-October. So what kind of universities? For example, University of Georgia, UNC Chapel Hill, Georgia Tech. Now, they have a different date for those that are non-Georgia residents. University of Texas at Austin, Texas A&M College of Engineering specifically, and Auburn University, very money driven, by the way, to those earlier dates. All right, so what does it also mean? It means that as an early action deadline applicant, you not only need to have a thorough and well-completed application, you want to make sure that you've got a solid score that you're going to submit. Universities do not need to see both an ACT and an SAT, one or the other. Pick your strength and be sure you have prepped and you know what you're going to prepare to submit and have it done on time. So for students that work with my SAT or ACT test trainers, we make sure that we prep very thoroughly up into the deadline. And so for you to make a early action deadline application complete that is in the middle of October, for SAT, you've got an upcoming August 23rd SAT you can take, and you also have a September 13th SAT that you can take. It will give you enough time to get scores back and know if you're going to use them in your application. Also, for those of you that are applying with an ACT, equally as strong, universities do not care which test you submit, despite any of the rumors or the things you might hear from whomever. SAT, ACT are equal in the eyes of a university. But for the ACT, there is an upcoming July ACT this upcoming Saturday, as well as an ACT coming up in September, more specifically September the 6th. You want to make sure that you are test prepping all the way up until those actual test dates and to ensure that you get the best and highest score. I often get asked, well, should I apply early action without a test score if the school allows for test optional? Well, the question is, what benefit does it serve you to submit a score? It is one more objective piece of data that a university can use to determine your intellectual caliber of being capable of entering the school. So if the same applicant, given all circumstances, submit and one has a score and one does not have a good score, clearly the one with a good score is going to be a stronger applicant, even if the grades and the resume and all the other bells and whistles are there, because the one with the score has one more piece of objective information. When you submit without a score, a university assumes that you have a weak score. So absence is not in your benefit. So you need to make sure that you prep for these tests. Now, there are times where test optional makes sense, but if you can avoid it, I highly recommend it. All right. Any questions? Reach out. Nadine Underbrink here with Cash for College.